Hello, I'm Lauren with Bold Notion Quilting, and I want to show you quilters, you long armers, a really good trick for how to get some consistent straight lines without having a computer or using a ruler. I've seen a lot of tutorials and videos, pictures that show these kind of clips, using them for your long arm, bigger, smaller, and they have them on the outsides. I, however, have a long arm that is fatter on the outside than it is on the inside. I've got about ½ an inch maybe on the inside. And so what I use are C-clamps, which are these little bad boys right there. I'm going to show you how they work. They're really neat. So if you have an irregular size, I guess, cradle for your long arm, what you'll do is you'll get a C-clamp. They're really neat. They come loose with a little trigger. That allows them to slide freely. They're super easy to get off and on. Oops, I shouldn't pull both triggers at the same time. This trigger tightens, so as you'll see it lowers, and this trigger loosens. So what I do is I put this in the spot that I want it to go. And right now I'm actually already going across the quilt, so I probably shouldn't have moved this. But as you'll see, right where the hump of my C-clamp meets my long arm, that's where it stays. And what you're going to do is, as you're moving across your quilt, you're going to apply even pressure to the long arm, kind of going forward. And I'm working from the back, largely because it's easier to work from the back because you're always moving this clamp, and you don't have to cut off your threads and start and stop. So I'm holding this pressure against the clamp gently. I've hit start. I'm going. Now when you get into your extra fabric on the outside, you stop. That's where you're going to travel, and I'll show that again on this end so you have a better idea. But I'm just going to loosen this up, wiggle it forward, clamp it down so it doesn't move. And I'm going to travel down, so I'm going to hit start, and I'm stitching downward to start my new line in my extra fabric that I don't need for anything. This extra fabric I have here, needle down, so my machine stops where I want it. Just want to make sure you can see well. I'm going to zoom in so you can kind of see how I travel. Okay. Now I'm just loosening my clamp, and I'm jiggling it forward a bit, probably like ½ an inch or so. I'm making these all different size widths, so I don't have to pay attention to making them the exact size. Now you want to be careful you don't get your foot stuck in this. So you want to hit start, and I'm traveling forward until my long arm hits that C-clamp, okay? And then I go across. So it's just important that you travel down the sides. You don't have to do a lot of stops and starts, tacking on and off that thread, but it's really great for stitching straight lines. You just want to make sure you get your quilt on there straight. What I did to do that was, once I had my backing and batting on, I stitched my very first line as close to the bar as I could get it, and I lined up my quilt top with that line to get my quilt as straight as possible. Thank you for watching. I hope this tip helps someone. Please share with those that may enjoy it also. Thank you so much.